as real estate professionals, only a few of us get there. And what's really crazy to me, guys, is that there's no silver bullet. So many coaches and top producing agents have shared what they did to get there. So many people have written books and do classes, and the recipe is there. There is no silver bullet. There's a lot of different ways to get there, but there's no silver bullet. But the reason we're not all millionaire real estate agents is because we're not executing. We're not doing and following through with the things that they're doing. And that's, again, the biggest differentiator.
Why don't you get into your execution implementation, and Mark and I'll chime in from time to time.
I love it. Do you mind if I share my screen?
Please.
All right, we're gonna hop in. You know, one of the things I think it's really important, and I'm glad there's people on the call and it's being streamed and all of those things. But I really think we need to focus on this, the reason we're in real estate. You know, I think we get into real estate and we tell ourselves, you know, I'm in real estate because I like helping people. I ask this question all the time. What are you in real estate for? I love helping people. I find people houses. I can help people with the largest financial transaction of their life. I can do better than my first agent did. And one of the things that I don't hear, because it's not easy for us to talk about, is I got into real estate to create wealth. I got into real estate to make some money. We weren't raised that way, right? We weren't raised to talk like that. But if you read books like, I mean, I'm sure you both have read Millionaire Mindset and Rich Dad, Poor Dad, right? And the first thing as real estate professionals we need to understand is it's okay to want to make money. It's okay. It's okay to have high goals. It's okay to create wealth. For me, wealth is not a dollar figure. It's doing what I want to do when I want to do it. For me, wealth is sending my daughter to school next year in Southern California and not worrying about it, although it's still really freaking expensive. Having my son live in Manhattan and being able to help him with his dreams, that's wealth for me. There's no dollar amount to it, but we, as real estate professionals, only a few of us get there. And what's really crazy to me, guys, is that there's no silver bullet. So many coaches and top producing agents have shared what they did to get there. So many people have written books and do classes, and the recipe is there. There is no silver bullet. There's a lot of different ways to get there, but there's no silver bullet. But the reason we're not all millionaire real estate agents is because we're not executing. We're not doing and following through with the things that they're doing, okay? And that's, again, the biggest differentiator. We get distracted very easily. We're not consistent. I also think consistency is part of that, right? That's one of my main goals in 2023 is consistency and preaching consistency. Because have either of you guys, you know, Randy, I know you have a child. Have you ever seen the Disney movie Up? Remember the Disney movie Up?
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys remember Doug, the dog from Up? Might as well have been named Realtor, right? Because we're like Doug. We're always chasing squirrels and shiny pennies. And we say we have a marketing plan. We're going to do 36 open houses a year. That's 3 a month. But after the third month, we're not getting results. So we quit, right? But what happens, what you're not seeing is if that was in your marketing plan and you market it right and you execute, the ROI on open houses is like 10,000%. Look at your hourly wage. If you find one buyer on a $500,000 home, if you do 36 open houses, no less one a month if you do it right? So we're just not consistent enough. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today.
Yeah, we had Mike LaFido on, Eric, a few months ago, you know, the luxury agent specialist. And he's like, dude, even if you did 2 a month for a year and you wound up getting one luxury buyer, you know, it's like, that's like 20 open houses and you make $20,000 to $60,000 on a luxury listing. I was like, yeah, I guess that's a pretty good return on investment.
Of course. So one of the things I think we get caught up in, and I hate this word, is I'm so busy, right? How often do you hear that? I'm so busy. We're running around with our hair on fire. Right now, it's a market shifts. We're trying to figure out what to do, and we're trying this, and we're trying that, and I do think we need to be hustling fairly hard right now. There's 30% less transactions that are going to happen in 2023, and you're up against your sphere of influence knows on average 7 other real estate professions, right? So, but we get in this mode where we're not really analyzing the money-making activities. So we're going to talk about that today. And for me and Nathan, if you guys, Randy knows both of us, he's the logical guy and I'm the outgoing one. And so he's always asking me, did we plan our open houses? Oh yeah, I really should do that. I'll get to it. Did you get that newsletter out? Oh, I'll write it. I should get to it next week. Did you do the buy versus rent postcards that we said we were going to do? Oh, I should get to that. Meanwhile, I think I'm busy. I have a busy day, but I'm not doing those things. And those shoulds, what we really found out, if you're listening to this and you feel this way and you hear yourself saying that, I'll get to it. We're always as busy tomorrow as we are today. I'll get to it. I'll get to it. Something always comes up, right? So one of the things I like to teach and preach, and we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about, and this makes so many people who are perfectionists cringe. They may even hang up on this call. We're going to talk about getting rid of your to-do lists. To-do lists are the worst enemy of productivity. We're going to talk about that a little bit today. And I teach this class in person. I see people literally get sick. Like I can see their face. You want me to get rid of my to-do list? But if we were in person and I was to ask you, what are your shoulds? We're going to hear so many things. And if you're on this call right now and you want to type in, what are your shoulds? Go to the chat box and type in some of your shoulds, right? But I hear some really cool things all the time. And most of those shoulds are, I should connect with my sphere more. I should do more social media. I should do more video. I should do more open houses. I should. And what I always hear are not this. I never hear, oh man, I should get good at my contracts. I should go get my certified negotiation expert certificate. I should do more continuing education classes. Do you know why I never hear that? Because what our business boils down to is marketing. What does it matter if you have no one to write a contract for if you're the best contract writer in the world? What does it matter if you have no one to negotiate for, but you got your certification in certified negotiation expert? We should get certified marketing expert first, right? And so what's really important in our world is that we recognize a couple things in this progression. We recognize it's okay to want to create money and make money. We recognize that as realtors, we're not negotiators first and foremost. We don't find people homes first and foremost. We don't create an amazing customer experience first and foremost. We have to get clients first and foremost before we do those things. All that's important, guys, in the future, because that's what gets repeat business. But man, we just have to be great marketers.
Want to keep getting tips? Hit the subscribe button as well. Thanks for watching, and we hope you get a lot out of this.